All right, this one goes out to Dad on Eve Tube. I don't know why I always thought it was Dad on the Eve Tube. Anyway, retirement life. How's it going? Retirement life has been good. I don't have any complaints. You know, my life, my retirement it's going to be different from a lot of other people. And I'm not saying I'm special or anything like that, right? I'll say this. Sorry. Hand sanitizer is kind of strong. I'll say this. I think in order to get to the ideal retirement that one is thinking about, I think that has to be planned in advance, years in advance. And I know some people are going to say, well, I didn't know what the hell I was going to do at 20 something years old as a college graduate or a young person at 20. You don't know what you don't know, right? You don't know what the future holds, right? And I'm just giving my advice. If one is to retire in the ideal way that they think, hey, when I get old, and I'm not thinking this when I'm 20 something or a teenager, I got a plan for this. This is my venture, right? I think you would have to fall in that realm of path to be where you think you want to be, right? I was very fortunate. I got in at a very young age, younger than most people. I got into a field of work that offered retirement, kind of laid out the blueprint. Everything is there. I just have to do the time. A lot of people dropped out along the way. I saw a lot of the older people retire. I knew that was the path I wanted to take. In order to get there, I had to stay a course for 30 something plus years. And a lot of people are going to say, that's not for me. I don't like being confined to one area. I like to venture out. And don't get me wrong, there was plenty of years when I was younger. I was like, I want to go work for that company. I want to do what they're doing. They're having so much fun. Oh man, that company they're giving bonuses. They're having Christmas parties. They're giving bonuses at the end of the year. They're going on all these vacations. They're having so much. That job is so cool, right? When you're young, right? Little do they know that they're going to end up on the same path as me later on in life. And the same thing I've heard over and over from those people is, I wish I would have started doing this, what I did. I wish I would have started doing this 20 years ago. I hear that story. I heard that story so many times. And every time I heard that story, it just reassured me that I was on the right path. Even though I didn't want to be on it at times. Even though I wanted to be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of doing this. I'm sick of doing this. I can't wait to retire. So you got to put in the work, right? And it doesn't have to be my path. I'm only giving you my 2 cents. I'm only giving for Dad on Eve Tube or anybody out there that's inquiring. And I already know all the angles, right? I already know what some people are going to say. You don't live the same life as me. I'm in a different situation. You're absolutely right. I've had this conversation many times with other people. You know, I just got lucky to be in the realm of work that I did, right? I got some experience on retirement before retirement, right? I already kind of had an idea of what to expect. I've spoken to a lot of retirees. I dealt with retirement packages and stuff, right? I knew how this system worked that I retired from, that other people were already retiring, right? In that realm, right? Me and my wife work in the same realm of field, and she will also have the same retirement plan as me. So not everybody's in that situation. Not everybody has a spouse that will also have a retirement of the same equal value and long-term longevity that we have, right? I know that we are blessed. I know that we're in a special, unique situation. But I know there's also there's people that are just business people that have done something for so long, built it from the ground up, retired. Pop's Quest, he's a guy that owned a cabinet shop. Worked from the bottom up, sleeping in his car, struggling to pay bills, to owning his business, to selling his business. And he's back at work doing something else, which I may end up doing again, just not right now for the holidays. So I've already thought about that. Everyone tells me you're going to get bored. Okay, let me get bored. Let me cross that bridge. When I get there, I'll get there, right? I'm having fun running errands, doing stuff that my wife can't do while she's working. I'm the errands person, right? I'm the person that goes and runs all the errands and stuff. I move at my own pace, you know. I'm 49. Things are good. Life is good. I just know that my retirement plan is not for everybody, and my retirement plan is not going to be the same for the next person, because they're not fortunate like me, right? They didn't establish a path way on in before that time came, and now they're struggling to figure it out. And I'll say this to end this, and that is, Dad on Ewe Tube, you will never save enough money to live the lifestyle that you want to live. That should have already been established 20-30 years ago. I think you're maybe a few years younger than me, maybe several years younger than me, but I'm 49. And it sounds like you're unsure of what to do, and that's okay. That is okay. I will say that you have every right to question and to be concerned, but I don't think, because the world is not functioning the way that we grew up and the way that our parents grew up, it is uncertain. I think definitely don't put your eggs all in one basket. And I also think that you should dive into different realms of financial stuff. Don't put your eggs all in one basket. But also, too, the key is going to be to downsize your lifestyle. But your life is going to change, too. Once your kids move out, your grocery bills go down, your electricity bill goes down, you have extra money in your pocket. Of course, when grandkids come, that's another thing, too. But you're moving at your own pace. And I would say I don't want to say don't expect too much in life at an older age. And I know people are going to say, oh, I don't want to just settle for nothing. But, well, what more is there to do? I mean, everything that you would have accomplished in your youth. Everything that you've acquired, you would have acquired by now. And you don't certainly need the things that you thought you needed back in your 20s and 30s or 40s. Life is just different, right? I'm speaking like an old person, but I'm preparing. I'm in that next chapter of life where I'm preparing myself to say, hey, I'm going to get there. So why don't I just start clearing out the garage of things that I know I don't need, I don't want, I'm never going to use. But I still keep the things that I know, hey, I'd rather have them than not have them. You know, it's better to have them and not need them than to need it and not have it, you know. Pew pews. So it just things that you just have to balance your life out, my friend. Did I give you the answer you're looking for? Probably not, but I gave you hopefully some conclusion to, like, hey, it's going to be okay. And I have to also accept changes and make changes. And that sometimes means settling down for a lesser lifestyle than I thought I needed. Because the reality is you won't need all that stuff, because you're not going to take all that stuff, my friend. Focus on the things that you need now. Clear your mind, clear out your house, your garage of things of just mess. Because you leave that for your kids, and the majority of that stuff they won't want. They'll get rid of, sell, trash. All the memories are up here, my friend. I hope that offered you something. Adios.